Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Okay, I want to do a full moon in Virgo, the blood moon, the lunar eclipse occurring 13th to 14th of March. I want to do a reading. Now, as I was doing some research regarding this full moon, I came across a divination spread that I thought would be interesting to do. Grandma's Grimoire. Thank you for this article. Okay, so the worm moon, a time of awakening and fertility. The worm moon heralds the arrival of spring, typically gracing our skies in March. The moon gets its name from the thaw in soil and the resurgence of earthworms, which in turn attract birds, a sure sign that spring is on its way. Okay. Now, there are some journal prompts. It may be worthwhile having a pen and paper with you or re-watching and taking some notes. Journal prompts. What area of my life feels ready for new growth? Identify where you are ready to make progress or change. Where have I been feeling stagnant, and how can I move forward? Explore what's holding you back and how to take the next step. What habits or practices can I cultivate to nurture my growth? Consider supportive routines or behaviours. How can I embrace the transition from winter to spring with an open heart? Reflect on how to welcome this seasonal shift. And what seeds of intention should I plant now to harvest later? Define your long-term goals and dreams. And now it says a worm moon tarot spread. The worm moon marks the thawing ground and the return of fertility. Okay, it looks like there's 3 different spreads here. Spread 1 has 4 cards and asks 4 questions. So I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot. I do have the energy cards and I also have the Oracle of Shadows and Light, but we can use those later. Cheers to spring. So the theme of this divination spread is new beginnings and breaking stagnation. Okay, the first question, let me get these cards ready. There's 4 cards. Now some of these cards are reversed in this deck. We can flip them around a bit. Unreverse some, reverse some. Okay, this card here, first card, what potential is ready to emerge? The second card, how can I nurture new beginnings? The third question, what is breaking free from stagnation? And the fourth question, What will grow with consistent care? Here's the answers. So what potential is ready to emerge? The Ace of Wands is in reverse, so not quite yet. This is a divine offering. Let's read this message. Let's just read from the book. The Ace of Wands. In reverse. So what potential is ready to emerge? It says you may be feeling blocked or lacking in energy. You may be frustrated by the feeling that creative fire is eluding you. You might be aware of a sense of barrenness rather than potential, but this will pass. Okay, what potential is ready to emerge? You might be aware of a sense of barrenness rather than potential, but this will pass. Okay. So how can I nurture new beginnings? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. Now, the Three of Swords is about heartache, heartbreak. So how can I nurture new beginnings? Old wounds may be mending. Finally, conflict may be resolved and peace restored in an atmosphere of healing. Let go of sorrow or clear the air in a dispute. Accepting your part in the quarrel. A warning of chaos or difficulties. You may be in denial over feelings of jealousy or sorrow. So that was, how can I nurture new beginnings? Old wounds may be mending. So I feel the energy before this new beginning, there's some mending, healing to occur. The next question is, what is breaking free from stagnation? The Four of Pentacles. This is good, because the Four of Pentacles is when you're clinging on to your money too much. It's a miserly energy. So what is breaking free from stagnation? The flow of money, I feel. Let's have a read of this message. Financial planning, building a business, using the power of earth wisely will ensure a strong foundation. A preoccupation with accumulation may be to protect yourself from feelings of loss, of inner loss and inadequacy. Loss of compassion, withholding affection in relationships, greed and miserliness, a sense of safety, security and inner strength. Okay, so what is breaking free of stagnation? Feel the energy of having a break from the old routine, trying something new, or wanting to try something new, but there's work to do. Excuse me, my throat is tickling me. Okay, the final question, what will grow with consistent care? Consistent. The King of Pentacles in reverse. It's the word consistent, consistent care. for oneself. It's the energy of you do matter. But the care for yourself has to be consistent. Let's read this. So, what will grow with consistent care? I feel the King of Pentacles will grow. But let's have a look. The steady dependability of the King turns into inflexibility or obstinacy. Complete rejection of materialistic values or corrupt use of them, an inability to be successful with finances, in relationships, a need for security can turn to jealousy. Failure to truly listen to others, insufficient funding for a project. I really feel like someone's feeling down and out. Down in the dumps. Like Stig at the dump. It's like pulling like the short straw. I want to say the short end of the stick, but it's like the rough end of the stick. Let's look at the next divination spread. Okay. Well, there's the first card. What is emerging in my life? The Six of Wands in reverse. I feel that Ace of Wands in reverse is really summed up. You may be feeling as if you're at a loss. Okay, you drew the short straw. You got the rough end of the stick. Okay, this will pass, but it is in the present. The Six of Wands. What is emerging in my life? The pain of confronting a long-standing situation. Difficulty maintaining peace. Refusal to consider different perspectives or to take an actual journey. Now this morning I was really drawn to read the story of Moses, and when God, the Lord, sent Moses to ask the Pharaoh to release the Israelites. And with just that whole story. Exodus chapter 4. Let's carry on. The next question, what has been dormant? What has been dormant? You've got two cards. The Sun in reverse. The masculine's energy is going through it. The Sun in reverse. I just whispered to myself at the back here. The Sun in reverse. What has been dormant? Lack of clarity, vanity, arrogance, failure, disappointment. Being dazzled by our own charm or abilities. The lucidity and clarity that the sun should bring can be obscured. You may find yourself failing, not through lack of ability, but through an over-concern with yourself or your appearance. Your success may be delayed, but in due course you will succeed. Well, that's good to hear, isn't it? So what has been dormant? The Queen of Wands. The Divine Feminine's energy. The Queen of Wands. Dynamic, confident and strong-willed. A calling to voluntary or charitable work, or to working with the powers of the land, particularly those related to the fire in the earth of dragon or ley lines. So, what has been dormant? A calling to voluntary or charitable work, or to working with the powers of the land, particularly those related to the fire in the earth of dragon or ley lines. That's what's been dormant. What obstacles need to be cleared? I feel that's the feminine clearing the obstacles here. So I felt with the wands here, she was clearing the ley lines. Her mission work. What obstacles need to be cleared? I really wasn't expecting these answers to come from these questions, but it is what it is for now. What obstacles need to be cleared? The Princess of Swords in reverse. Give a little tickle. So what I'm taking to now is when God said to Moses, when Moses says, I'm not really good at this talking lark. And God said, don't worry, I'll talk through you. And I'll talk through your brother, Aaron. You tell him and he'll speak for you. So it just comes through with the energy of the thrones. So the Princess of Swords. So what obstacles need to be cleared? It's in reverse. Detachment, a tendency to survey life from a distance, seeing life as a curiosity to be observed, rather than an activity in which to joyously participate. The disparagement of others, prying into or spying on others' lives. So that's what obstacles need to be cleared. Watching from a distance and not wanting to joyfully participate. That obstacle needs to be cleared. How can I encourage growth? The Two of Wands in reverse. How can I encourage growth? The sudden release of tension and relax. The sudden relief of tension. A miracle may occur. A sudden unforeseen change, probably joyful, or a decision may be made in a moment that resolves a long period of tension. Okay, how can I encourage growth? The sudden release of tension. Okay, what rewards will the Thor bring? What rewards will the Thor bring? The Ten of Wands in reverse. These cards are quite shocking. I feel the energy of like shock and awe. Something happening very suddenly around this lunar eclipse. Ten of Wands in reverse. I feel like I'm struggling to say the word reward. What rewards will the Thor bring? The opportunity to free yourself of burdens. Collapsing under the strain. A conscious change of attitude and behaviour. A more balanced and rewarding time awaits you. That's that spread. The final spread fertile ground. And we have seed, soil, water, weeds, sunlight, and harvest. These cards feel nice and light now. Seed. What am I planting now? I thought a card was sticking out. What am I planting now? The Hangman. The card's in reverse, but the Hangman is upright, as you can see. What are you working on now? Oh, what am I planting now? Have you been sworn to secrecy? Let's have a read of the message. What are you working on now? Inability to surrender. Denial of parts of the self. Lack of self-awareness or intuition. Victimhood. Acting from selfish or ulterior motives. You may be trying your best but feel vulnerable, so are not acting with full awareness and integrity. Feeling like a martyr or victim. Feeling ungrounded or bored. What am I planting now? These seeds, oh my, things have got bad. I totally understand why the feminines have been guided to detach from this energy. It's the worst I've ever seen it. Through the cards for the Divine Masculine. Well, for the collapsed masculine. I'm going to tell you a little story. So today, I saw a lady, because I feel it's relevant. I was walking, I was going to say down the street, but just along the street, and this lady and gentleman, 60s, 70s, I'm not too great with aging people, older couple, and this lady just collapsed. She just fell in the street. Well, half on the road, half on the curb. And I just watched it happen. And it was before, obviously, I'd approached them. So as the gentleman's down trying to help her up, I stop. Now, I didn't bend down to help her. I just stood there. And the gentleman said to me, "It's okay, we're okay." But then a car was coming down the road. And the car, not swerved, very like, slow moving. The car could see what had happened and gave them space. And I said to the lady, I said, "I'm not going to try and help you up." I said, I believe you can do that on your own. But when she looked up, her whole mouth was like full of blood. Her partner, husband, helped her up. And I said to her, we were like outside a dentist. And I said to her, "Have you hurt your teeth?" Because she said, "I think I've hurt my teeth." I said, "There's a dentist there. Go in and see the nurse and ask them if they can just, take a look at you and help clear you up. Clean you up." So by now she's standing up. And I could see her lip was all split. And I think a tooth's just gone into her lip. The bleeding stopped really quickly. And I was just having a chat, very calm. And I said, "You might want to go and get yourself like a sweet cup of tea now because of the shock." And her husband's going, "Oh, you know everything, don't you?" I was like, "No," I said, "I just, it's going to shake you up. Get something sweet into you just to balance out your blood sugar levels." And I made sure that she was all right. I had a little bit of a joke with her, do I have to go and get the bubble wrap? But she was fine. And it wasn't so much about what I could do for her physically. I felt it was just more my presence. It was just a very calming energy. I didn't rush to help her up. I just was a presence there. But that's what it took me to, was this energy of just collapsing. It was like she managed to get herself up, the bleeding stopped, she didn't go into the dentist, she made that call herself. "Are you okay? Are you hurting anywhere else?" And no panicking. That's just what I felt. Well, that's what I felt was the right way to respond. But just a kind presence. Because I could have just carried on. But I'm not going to do that. I want to, make sure she's okay. That's it. It's like the calm. The calm amongst the chaos. Let's carry on reading this. Acting from selfish or ulterior motives, you may be trying your best but feel vulnerable so are not acting with full awareness and integrity. Feeling like a martyr or victim, feeling ungrounded or bored. Your priorities and your attitude to life may be adversely influencing your situation. So it just took me to that kind, charitable energy, because it made me feel afterwards was how wonderful it would be just to walk the streets and assist each other. I feel that would just be a lovely way of living, is just be there to assist others, which means in return you will be assisted. Next question. Soil. What resources support my growth? Okay. So what resources, because there are resources to support your growth, no matter what plants you may be planting, So what resources support my growth? The Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel this conflict is supporting your growth because you're going to have to snap out of it. Or you're going to be snapped out of it. You'll snap out of it by giving, it's like the snapped stick, the rough end of the stick. Okay, question. What resources support my growth? The Five of Wands in reverse. Inner conflict or suppressed anger resulting in an inability to act or make decisions. An outer conflict may have seriously escalated. A challenge is being posed. How should I act? What should I do? It could be a good time to explore the possibilities for mediation. Someone needs to step in. Water, how can I nurture my goals? King of Pentacles in reverse. What's coming through is, I wish I just stuck to my midnight roomie messages, because I felt like it was best not to come on and mess with the energy this week. Just taking a step back. But I really wanted to do, or to keep up with doing the full moon, new moon energy readings. So I'm here now, but I'll go back to my midnight messages from Rumi. I'm cool having some time off from not delving into this energy. So how can I nurture my goals? The King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, it's a sad, sad situation just because this masculine's finding it hard to say sorry. How can I nurture my goals? The steady dependability of the king turns into inflexibility or obstinacy. Complete rejection of materialistic values or corrupt use of them. That doesn't bother me too much, that one. Complete rejection of materialistic values or corrupt use of them. I do remember a time during the journey when it was like I was aware that I was losing my concept of time and money. The concept of money, it just didn't really hold any or the same value, and didn't for a long time. It's like it didn't matter. Money didn't matter. It just felt like everything was crumbling. It didn't matter what material possessions you had or how much money you had. It just wasn't enjoyable. Okay, part of the process an inability to be successful with finances. In relationships, a need for security can turn to jealousy. Failure to truly listen to others. Insufficient funding for a project. What distractions must I clear? What's your distraction? What distraction must I clear? The Prince of Pentacles. What distraction must I clear? I feel like he's hiding. It was that energy coming through earlier about that's the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it's like the surveyor, and then choosing not to participate, but just watch from afar. I mean, that's soul destroying. Your soul wants to have fun. Your soul wants to feel as if it's like bathed in the sun. Prince of Pentacles. Oh, what's coming through? Someone could be suffering from the so-called, sad syndrome. When you get extremely sad during the winter time. Blame it on the season. Okay. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. The boogeyman. The boogie. Boogie woogie. Okay, what was the how can I nurture my goals? Prince of Pentacles, a practical, patient and methodical approach to a project may be needed. These qualities may need to be used in order to improve your health through exercise and nutrition, an impending overland journey. Whew, how can I nurture my goals? Okay, next question. Oh, that was what distractions I must clear. Do we have anything about nurturing your goals? What am I planting now? What resources support my growth? How can I nurture my goals? Yep. What distractions must I clear? This card. Whatever I just said. What inspires me? Sunlight. This is for sunlight. What inspires me? Tell me, Mr. Pentacles in reverse, what inspires you? The Four of Swords. I feel that's a lack of inspiration because you're wanting to rest. Or you're needing to rest and rejuvenate and get better. This masculine needs to get better. He really is down in the dumps. And his health is suffering. It's all suffering. Everyone. The whole world's suffering. The feminines are having to go and work the ley lines. What inspires me? The Four of Swords. You may have been through a period of conflict or intense work, and now you are seeking solace and respite. Not much is inspiring at the moment. The key words for this is retreat, rest and solace. Wants to be left alone. Okay, interesting. He wants to be left alone, and it's ask and it is given. But don't complain when you really are left in solitude. To be with yourself. Remember that you asked for that. So you are basically being given what you've asked for. Okay. Time to focus on spiritual practices that revitalise the soul. You may need to reassess where you stand and organise your future plans. Rest or convalescence, the value of meditation. Wow. Harvest, what will bloom in the months ahead? I want to talk to the cards. Please give me a good card. Please give me a good outcome. Would you like a good outcome? I'm sure you would. So let's have a look. What will bloom in the months ahead? Well, I'm taken to the show. The Darling Buds of May. It's beautiful. What will bloom in the months ahead? It's beautiful because it's the Four of Wands. It's the 11-11 card. Normally there's two characters in the card and they're in their community. This is all being built. This is the energy of just waiting for your arrival. What's coming through is there is no way to happiness. Happiness itself is the way. And that is your goal is happiness. Your ultimate goal, because it seems that you are experiencing ultimate misery. So you're going to want the opposite. Okay, Four of Wands. What will bloom in the months ahead? Hearth and home, harvest. Nice, because that's what it says here. Look, harvest. The bottom one here. Harvest. What will bloom in the months ahead? Hearth and home, harvest and celebration. A situation of ease, comfort and deep satisfaction. Reaping the rewards of hard work. Acquiring a new home or making home improvements. Successfully launching a new project or completing a phase of work. Celebrating achievements. Your dynamism or energy may be frustrated or limited by your home, your routine or your life. Try to accept and enjoy your circumstances. Try to accept and enjoy your circumstances. Life is a journey, not a destination. Is that another quote? That's that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so let's go to the energy cards. I was drawn to this deck because of the moon image. What's coming through is, I think that's storm warning in reverse. We'll read this card. And we'll read this card. Okay. 2 weeks. Total recall. How long would this energy be staying for? How long do you plan on staying? 2 weeks. Okay. It's eclipse season. And I believe that there is going to be a solar eclipse in 2 weeks. I heard it on the grapevine. That you and me, we'll do fine, we'll be fine. So, we have the new moon in Aries. Also, what's coming through is the star signs that I've already done. Basically, I'm going to be waiting till after the 14th to do the rest of the star sign readings, because it makes complete sense to me. I've done the 4 fixed signs, okay, which are always relevant, being the fixed signs of the zodiac. And I've done Aries. And we're moving into Aries season at the end of this month. And I heard that like all the planets will be moving into Aries. So they're the star signs that I've done. Gemini, the sign of the lovers, will have to wait till they have to wait till Friday. Or a bit later, when I'm drawn to come back on. But I have been drawn to kind of just stay away from looking into these energies too deeply after this reading. And to just bring an evening message from Rumi. Or whoever else I feel drawn to. Bring a message from. Lucy, can we read these messages? Yeah. Storm warning, 10. Now, interesting, that's the number of the Wheel of Fortune. In reverse, it can feel like, well, luck is not on your side. Quite the opposite. But I feel that this is for the masculine's side of the equation. The equator. Clouds on the horizon, storm warning in reverse. This card reverse indicates that the dark times are behind you, or at least beginning to fall away. You can take heart that sunny skies and better times are on the horizon. This new light may bring a time of reassessment and redirection for you. Let yourself consider where you want to go next. Also, spend time reflecting on the difficulty that has passed. What was the lesson for you? Whether it's about self-love or empowerment, remember to bring these intentions and the lessons learned into your bright new path. Your affirmation: I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what is going on, I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. Sounds good. 14. Caring connections, the date of the lunar eclipse. Friendship, partnership of 2, possible love. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace, with the woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between 2 people only. This card upright signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit. I was going to say relationship, but it says friendship, or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. And what I'm picking up here with that surveyor energy, surveying from afar, I feel the masculine is jealous. The divine masculine is jealous. That's what's like sending him insane. So he's on the lookout for this new love that he knows the divine feminine is attractive. He can feel that she's going to be snapped up. Okay. The Oracle of Shadows and Light. And it feels like the energy of giving up. But it's like the soul doesn't want you to. The soul won't give up on you. You can give up on your soul, but the soul will never give up on you. 'Cause I'm a soul man. You're my love bug. What's interesting, I just heard my daughter yawn. And I feel the divine feminines are, but there's this bored energy, isn't there? Wanting excitement, wanting someone to join in the fun, join in the joyful participation. A caring connection is what she's calling for. Okay, let's finish off this very interesting, enlightening, darkening blood moon, full moon, lunar eclipse energy, out trick or treating. We're here. Card number 5, I believe that says. We're here. Is this a trick or is this a treat? What are you in for? A trick or a treat? Card number 5. About the trick-or-treaters, knock knock, they're here at your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black. Appear 4 little ones if you include the little jack-o'-lantern. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. It could be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful that it's woeful. It's going to take courage to find out the truth. But if you do find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And Jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, question mark. So the apprentice, I feel, is the masculine energy here, who's been watching the divine feminine at work, wanting to learn, but feeling extremely trapped and frustrated and jealous. They are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. I feel like I want to sneeze. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for your signals. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of your story too. Okay, the divination message. It's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears. Based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick-or-treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns, and as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. And all you need is courage. I will talk to you guys soon, guys and girls and guys. Until then, take care, much love. Bye for now.